Welcome, everybody, to the Owatonna Wrestling Weekly Podcast. If we have a soundtrack today, it's because our hardworking wrestlers are in the next room over, really laying it down, so that's good.
Yeah, and they just got out of practice, too. Straight into the weight room.
Boom. We don't let them leave. We lock the doors from the outside, so that's kind of the point there. So we're in the spring here, and first we're going to thank our podcast sponsor, our lead sponsor right now, and that's the Flemke Insurance Agency. Thank you to Ben Flemke and his team for all you do for the community, for your clients, and then also for the Owatonna Wrestling Program. Huge sponsors, have been since his inception, since he started his business. So thank you to Ben Flemke. Thank you for being such a great resource in the community for your financial and insurance knowledge. And that's commercial, personal, home, auto, everything you could think of. He does that work for you. He hunts down the absolute best coverage and the best deals for you. So awesome. Well, all right. I'm going to defer to you right away because, man, it's your season.
Yeah.
It's freestyle greco time.
Yeah, freestyle greco. It's starting to come to an end. We got state tournament coming up this next weekend, and then following that, we got regional national. So we got some spots, that some of our kids that have continued to wrestle this throughout the season still have a chance to qualify for Fargo or just qualify for other tournaments, be on the schoolboy teams or the novice teams, schoolboy, and then there's the novice, just the other U8s, U10s, U12s, 14s, cadets, and juniors teams. So we got a group. So tonight we had 22 kids still participating. And I know it's a Tuesday. Tuesdays are a little shy. Thursdays are a little more kids come in. The older kids basically come in more on a Thursday night, which is good. I don't remember, did we have a podcast after Mason City tournament, or did our last one was before Mason City?
No, we had one after.
We did have one after. Okay.
Yeah, we had one last week.
So we went over that tournament with all the kids there. Well, this last weekend, we went out to, we had two guys participate on Saturday up in Hutchinson. Okay. So Mason Sorensen and Owen Sorensen went up to Hutch without a coach. We picked one tournament, and that one was far, and we thought, let's go to a closer one on Sunday. So us coaches went to the Lake Crystal on Sunday, but the Sorensen boys went up to Hutch, and Mason, first tournament back from his elbow injury from, I think it was like the second practice, he got landed on or rolled on by one of the heavyweights, and he's not 100 pounds yet.
Yep.
But he got back. He took first up in Hutchinson, and Owen, the little Badger, he's just very consistent at first or second. He got second there.
Okay, nice.
On Saturday. So them two wrestled on Saturday, and then on Sunday we had a good group over there. We had Miles, Gabe, Ella, Maddie. We had two of the Ewell boys, Ezra and Paxton were over there. And then we had Asher Johnson over there. And then our Medford connection, Drake Waver, I can't say his last name, Waverin. He was over there. Waverin, there it is.
Yep.
He was over with us over there. Wrestled both. It was a greco freestyle tournament, so you had to wrestle both. It went pretty good. Some of our kids got their first, second, and third wins. And some, lost some heartbreakers, lost by the, the score was 8-8, but we only scored 1 point. They scored more 2-pointers than us, so we lost criteria. We lost a couple on criteria, which, open tournaments, we're trying, like Miles was one of them. We're trying stuff that we normally don't do. At these open tournaments, we don't really, praise, oh, you got first at this tournament. No, did you learn at this tournament?
Right, yeah.
And that's what our goal is at there. We got state coming up this weekend. Make sure, if you weren't at practice tonight, we announced you got to get registered before Thursday night.
Before Thursday night. This is going to drop, since we're on a Tuesday, which is a little weird for us, this is going to drop most likely tomorrow, Wednesday. Yep. So as soon as you hear Coach Hovden's voice on Spotify, on iTunes, or on YouTube, you better register.
And the easiest way I've been hearing is go to the MNUSA Facebook page and scroll down and find MNUSA State Tournament. Click on that page.
Okay.
And everything's right there. It'll take you right to where you need to go, rather than trying to go through the whole calendar of MNUSA and find the right thing you're supposed to register for. I've been hearing that from people.
That one's tough.
So
even some of the emails haven't been direct links.
No.
But yeah.
So it's
okay,
been
so their Facebook page is
their
where you want to go?
Facebook page is where you
Okay.
want to go, because
Gotcha.
I had one parent call me and say, I can't get registered. I go to their Facebook page. They called me back and go, that was the easiest thing ever. So go to their Facebook page, MN USA Wrestling page, and just scroll down. You'll see a few other things, like, I'll give them a little prop. Tom Queasley's getting inducted into the USA Wrestling Hall of Fame for all the contributing he's done. So he's a MAD official. He's the head of Minnesota USA Wrestling, which is great. A local Section 1 guy, been around the wrestling for quite some time. So,
And someone else that just got inducted.
oh,
Who's that guy?
Jeff Becker, former
Coach Jeff Becker was actually into the National Wrestling Hall of Fame. So the National won the Minnesota
Okay.
chapter
Okay.
this past weekend. So congratulations to the coach, who I never took down in practice. It is so frustrating. To know all that time that he was taking it easy on you a little bit is so frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I think I only seen one person ever take him down, and that was Danny Karsten. And I think it was only once. And after that happened, I don't think he ever was easy on him again.
yeah.
So
No, that's a guy who, he taught the firemen's, and it looked just so effortless and easy and everything, but realizing it all boiled down to really his penetration step
Yep.
was just that much better than everyone's.
yep.
That was, like I said, I kept working for it up until my senior year. I'm like, okay, now I'm finally big enough to where I might have a shot. And then he ratcheted up and showed you that, no, I wasn't even going hard
Nope.
before. Sweet.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. No, that wrestling with him, having him as a coach, he's a great guy, and now he's reffing.
Yep.
He's doing high school reffing.
It is really cool to see him and to kind of gauge from a third-party perspective how we're doing. We had him at Farmington this year, the very first tournament, or at Woodbury against Farmington, and to get like what he sees and knowing what we want to get to and everything. But also he's seen us the last 6-7 years as he's been reffing back in the sport. So it's invaluable to have a guy like that.
Yeah, and that's a guy that never ages.
That too, he looks better now. Yeah. He looks so good now.
He's got the only thing that's changed is he's got a little bit of gray.
Well, yeah, he grew out the beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So.
other than that guy has not aged, hasn't changed. His attitude and his look on life he's always smiling.
Yeah, and he was like that as a coach. I mean,
Yeah.
he was hard on you. Don't
Yep.
get me wrong, but like positive the
Yes.
whole way, way.
Yep.
So
yeah, congratulations to them, to both of them. Also, freestyle, like I said, freestyle sign up. We got this Thursday, next Tuesday, next Thursday, and practice is over for us. So then
Okay.
our summer stuff will start to kick in here. We're going to take a little break, and then our after school's done, and summer stuff will kick in. Weightlifting is not done.
nope.
Weightlifting doesn't end.
And as kind of a status update to that too, we are looking at once again adding the night sessions as an option for those that can't get rides in the morning and everything like that. So we are looking to continue what we're already doing right now, which is Monday through Thursday, 7 to 8:30 p.m. in our Division I athletic level weight room, but also what I got to say is the pacing, the intensity, things like that, and getting the proper form, that's invaluable. I mean, that's just helping so much. So we had not just current Owatonna wrestlers, we had some alumni make big waves this past weekend at the U.S. Open. How'd that go?
So we had Kale Robb, Peyton Robb, and Travis View.
Travis View.
All wrestling at the U.S. Open this last weekend. I talked with Kale through text message, not over phone or anything, so I really don't know how it goes. He said it went good. He went 1 and 2, and then Peyton ended up in third. I don't know what his overall record was. He ended up in third. I don't know who he lost to.
I saw the match too.
I know I did too. I seen it.
Killing me, I already forgot.
Yeah. So
I mean, it was a huge name.
yeah,
Don't get me wrong.
yeah. It wasn't a high school kid.
Nope. No. It was
And then Travis View took first in the greco at heavyweight senior
nice.
division. So I think that
Did he get a lateral off?
I don't know. I didn't see any of his matches yet.
Okay.
I'll find them. So in 2 weeks when we have a special podcast, in 2 weeks we'll have one more, and then I'll be able to let you know what all happened in that.
Oh, I was just about to say you already had him lined up to be a guest.
Oh, I could try. I'll
we need Coach View.
I think I will. I'll give him a call.
Good. That'd
So
be awesome.
maybe we can get him on here.
That'd be great.
Get him to talk.
Yeah. Every time we think someone's not going to, they end up doing really well.
Yeah.
I mean, all you're doing is chatting about your life and the sport you love. So pretty easy stuff.
So he took. I mean, I think he was in the C division. That would be, I can say, at our age group.
Kind of like Logan Barrett did 2 years ago.
Yes. Yep. For seniors, there's an A, B, C, or in the Open, there's an A, B, C, D, and E. I think. I'm not sure if there's an E, but it's like every 10 years is another division.
So Barrett probably won the B then, because he's young enough.
Might have been the B, because I don't think it was a C. He's not 40.
No, he's got to be right around 30, if not just a tad over. So,
So I mean, good times, and that just kind of.
Wait, were you Barrett's grade? Yeah. How old are you?
32.
Okay,
Guys, Scott Summer is 32 years old, okay? Just want to embarrass him there, okay? It struck me. I'm like, we've talked about this. You were in Barrett's grade, okay. So, yeah, he was probably in like that B division at the time.
So, yeah, I mean,
It's huge.
And it's huge to go out and to be able to compete at that level.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's crazy.
There's some guys there like that. Rudy James from Apple Valley. He just won his 11th Open.
That's nuts. I don't know how you can stay healthy enough to do that.
I mean, and he's got to be 60s.
That's nuts. That's nuts.
And I heard Tracy Robb was telling me also that there was 2 70-year-olds out there just still going at it, still trying.
I'm guessing their names end in like Ikov or
I don't
something,
know.
A little Russian tie. Yeah.
I don't know, but I mean, it's like, geez, if they're still wrestling, I mean, maybe coach.
Oh, God.
What are you thinking?
I threw out my back this week and doing the most mundane crap. I don't think that's going to fly.
Gardening? Mowing the lawn?
Warming up to lift. Like, oh my God. Yeah. So that's awesome. And once again, congrats. I know Kale's matches are for sure. Or sorry, Peyton's matches are for sure kind of all over Flow Wrestling.
Yep.
So once again, sorry, Peyton. I watched your matches. Totally forgot. I then got obsessed about Jax Forrest beating Seth Gross, and I was like, oh my God. So no, that's awesome. So home stretch for you.
Home stretch.
Unless there's some Fargo
Yep.
qualifiers. So that's awesome. Thank you for once again. It's 3-4 times a week for you right now, and keeping that room strong. Once again, I know you want to be at 100 wrestlers right now, but man, being in the 30s every practice, pretty dang good. And
it is.
And we're kind of on that trajectory. I think year over year we have a crop that wants to wrestle longer and longer, so that's awesome.
And the groups are getting a little bigger, and I'm not going to have say to little kids, hey, you need to stick with wrestling. But if you're not doing a sport, there's no reason they shouldn't be in this room. You guys should be in there just practicing.
Well, and at certain ages right now too, you can do 3 sports right now at the same time.
Yep. So I got to tell a story of one of my littles. He's a U6.
Okay.
George. He got mad at his mom the other night, and I got told this. He got mad because she signed him up for soccer because he wanted to do soccer, but then he found out it was on the same night as wrestling practice.
Ooh, okay.
She couldn't get him to go to soccer because he was missing wrestling. So she said, "All right, I'm out $40. Here's my son."
Nice.
So
it's not a competition, but Coach Hovden just won. So yeah.
It's great to have him and little Dimitri in there. Them two they're the littlest guys, and they're loving it. They're having fun. I mean, I keep it real fun for them guys. And he got mad the other day when he wasn't able to go to what tournament they didn't have. Oh, Mason City. They didn't have U6 down there, and I'm going, no, you can't bump up to U8, and he was a little upset, but he's having fun. I mean, his first tournament, both the little ones' first freestyle tournament, presenting to them is weird.
Yeah, of course. Why would you give that up?
What do we teach in folk style is,
Right.
hey, you got to stand up. You got to stand up.
Yeah.
Well, they both looked at when me and Coach Ewell were yelling at them to present, both that smile, and they presented. They knew they were presenting. They knew they were doing what we were yelling. So,
Step one.
So yeah, it's great. It's great to watch, and that's what I enjoy coaching. I mean, I like watching the development and how they grow in the sport.
Absolutely.
So I just wish more kids that weren't doing sports. I ran into 2 down here, junior high wrestlers. I'm like, what are you guys doing this spring? Oh, nothing. Well, we're missing wrestling practice, and
Right.
kind of got the deer in the headlights. Like, oh, I shouldn't have walked towards coach.
Yeah. Right.
But-
it's for their betterment.
Yep.
That's all we're got to present it to them.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah,
So,
I love the room you got going too. I mean, it's a good culture and it's upbeat and encouraging, and we have some captains that are starting to contribute that way. So that's cool to see.
Yep.
But yeah, so. Well, good deal.
yeah.
You got other freestyle Greco, or should we talk a little bit more about?
I think we should talk about
events?
events. Just remember, sign up for state by
Yes.
Thursday. It is out on our Owatonna page too. I just seen it.
Oh,
I was
good.
looking at some stuff on there, and it is on our page. I think Sandy posted it for us. There is a spot to hit that link for the state tournament. So.
Okay. Good deal.
So there's options. If you can't get on, give me a call. I'll make sure we get you signed up, but you have to do it before that deadline.
Okay.
After I think it's 8:00, it doesn't matter. You're not getting in.
All right. Do it as soon as you hear this. So okay. Well, nice. And then so once again, I'm the type of person, I love things set in stone and everything. So I apologize because they're not quite, but we are talking about continuing the wrestling. So we're going to have. Last year we were only doing open mat, I think once a week, maybe it was twice a week, but it's going to be much more conducted this year. It's going to be much more kind of structured, not in that you're getting a crazy intense workout or anything, but just in how we do technique and how we drill and things like that. So we will be offering that multiple times a week. We are, I believe, closer and closer to being able to say what type of superstar technician we were going to have in. So that's great. But I also heard people asking about like those day camps that we ran last year that Coach Ewell was able to wrangle. We don't have dates, but we do have like the U of M sponsored one. So that's Coach Farr, that's Coach Krells. I heard we might grab 2 other clinicians for that day. So yes. We have them locked up. We are going to do a girls-only camp as well, maybe multiple. And then let's see if we can get a few of those Robs back in, too. That'd be nice to get those older Robs. But, yeah, we're going to have plenty coming down the pike, on top of the fact that we're going to have more details coming out about the team camp that 8th through 11th are going to be invited to. And I guess I got to say this out loud. And the couple of wrestlers that are younger than that were pulled up to the high school in February from the middle school. So that's Mason Sorensen, Gabe Robb, Owen Flatland. Yeah, and then Laux was 8th grade anyway. So every one of those guys are invited. Those dates, that's later July, so there's plenty of time there. And then also getting the structure together in interest, kind of weighing the interest of should we take a girls' team to the girls' Luther camp as well. So a lot of cool stuff happening that way. Wrestling's going to be continuous. The weightlifting is for sure going to be like we're kicking it down. Right now, I think we have everyone where we want them in terms of muscle endurance. Next step comes huge mass building power in those type of workouts. So please take advantage of that. We're doing this as a high school and middle school staff. But doing it just because we want kids to lift in a structured, to weight train in a structured way, because not all of it's created equal. Yeah. So, what about the other stuff we got going?
Well, so in June we got 2 fundraisers going that the club's putting on. June 27th, we're doing a 50-50 drawing down at the Chateau Speedway. So that Friday night.
Which town's that?
That's in Lansing.
That's the Lansing.
Right, okay. You take a left at Lansing Corners, the big red old diner and lounge. Now I think it's just Lansing Bar.
Okay.
Take a left there and head into Lansing, take a right, and you're right down there at the Speedway.
Nice.
We're going to be doing a 50-50 drawing there. So basically, we get half the tickets we sell. It's a easy, we just got to go sell tickets. So if you want a chance at, 50-50 chance of winning, we get 50, they get 50.
There you go. Now, do they need help workers-wise too?
Yes, we're gonna need some help. I mean, it's not, we don't need a ton, but yeah, we will. If you're interested in going to watch a race and sell some tickets, get a hold of I can get you in the direction of where we're going. But I know Ryan Fisher.
I was going to say, it's Ryan Fisher kind of leading this, right?
Kind of leading it.
Yep.
But I know he's racing that night.
Right.
So he's not going to be doing any of the selling, but he'll be kind of our little go-to guy to get going, and then somebody will take it over.
He's the man with the details on this one. Yep.
So that's on June 27th. And then on the 28th, we have our 6th annual 4-person best ball golf tournament at Brooktree. $100 a golfer, includes a cart and meal, 18 holes, good time, drink ticket.
Get your butts beat by Scott Summer and friends because they're ringers.
Yeah, them ringers think they're all that until.
All I'm hearing is back to back.
I heard we're handicapping everything. That's what I heard. Yeah.
So, and there's prizes out there. You can buy mulligans. You can there's a whole different a lot
wall
of different
of beer. Yeah, all the different.
Yep.
You remember the wall of beer? Yeah.
Yep. Up the wall of beer. This is a 21 and over.
Yes.
To a point. We're not having a group of 4 of 16-year-olds or 18-year-olds signing up.
And similarly, when we talk about, because we are needing help or wanting help as an OWA board to help run the event, we'd rather you, the adult, help us out than the kids.
Yep.
Because,
it's
just the appropriate nature.
Yes, it is the appropriate time for parents to step up and help at this one.
Let your hair down a bit. Yep. So, awesome. And that's back to back.
And I'll say it, us coaches want to have some fun.
Right.
With the other coaches.
I don't believe in fun. So we have Friday, June 27th, right into Saturday, June 28th. And then also, we keep your eyes out. We will put this, I think we're going to put it on the Facebook calendar too. I think that's the best way to do it. We are going to have team events, the Flatland Ranch, campus, compound, whatever you want to call it. They hosted one picnic a month over the course of the summer last year. Same thing this year. We're excited. Also, come check us out at the Downtown Thursdays that the city does. We are gonna the OWA, the Owatonna Wrestling Association. We're gonna have a table at each one of those.
Yep.
Really excited because that was we got a couple of coaches out of the deal.
Yep.
We got a few new wrestlers out of the deal. But also just awareness.
Got quite a few new wrestlers out of the deal.
Oh, we did?
Yes, we
Good.
did. Yep, our middle school picked up there, and our youth picked up from down there.
Nice.
And our girls.
Yeah, the girls' day was good. Yeah, so come support, come say hi, hang out around the table. The more people you get packed around that table, the more interest in what's going on over there. Yep. So we appreciate that a lot. Anything else for the upcoming future here?
No.
Okay.
I just want to say, the coaches that have been in my room, I'm not going to, call out names, but I greatly appreciate the help. I've been called off for work. I've had to hit a couple 24-hour shifts and some emergency work. Sure. And them coaches have stepped up and helped. I just want to say thank you to them in public so everybody hears this, because I know I said tell it to them, but you guys, I do appreciate all the help you guys do. So, yeah.
Great. Awesome.
That's about all I got for freestyle and greco.
And you know what? I'll say this because I don't think we say it enough. If we have people in the community that are interested in helping out, coaching, whether or not you have kids in the program, feel free to reach out. I guess we never realized that, we don't talk about that enough, because I've had a few people be like, well, no one ever asked me type of thing. And like, I didn't even know you were back in town. So it's like things like that where like, absolutely, we're always looking for good, positive, high moral character people to help out with the program and help develop these kids into great human beings.
Yeah.
So
and that's the ultimate goal there is
absolutely
get them through the hard times, the good times, the bad times of wrestling. If you can get through wrestling, you'll get through
everything
anything.
Else in life is easy.
Yep.
Dan Gable. All right. That was Gable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Once you wrestle, everything else in life is easy. All right. Well, thank you again to, speaking of easy, when Flemke Insurance Agency, when you tell them exactly what you're looking for, Flemke and his team, man, they go to work for you. They hunt down the best possible deal. And not to mention, hey, he's also like an amazing human being to talk to. So just a great, great human being himself. And thank you for supporting Owatonna Wrestling in this community. And can't wait to talk about results next week from Minnesota Freestyle and Greco State.
Okay, and I got one more thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do a shout out.
Sure, do it.
I'm doing a shout out tonight. And hey, Paris, so yeah, I do wear your shirt.
Ooh, awesome, like my daughter.
So
I was gonna say, what, you got like lower body injuries like your daughter?
No, awesome.
Yeah,
Oh
you
yeah, I got that too. But yeah, I do wear your shirt. And hey, how you doing up there?
Good deal. Come back and coach.
Yeah.
All right. Well, take care, and we'll see you again next week.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Okay, bye.